Hey, it's me, unapologetically T, and I just want to say first, like, I have 100 subscribers, so thank everyone for following me. So if you've been a day one supporter, thank you. If you're new, thank you as well. Um, and I'm just gonna keep doing this thing until I feel called to stop. So I just wanted to say thank y'all for that. I woke up to that this morning. It was such a good like surprise and something to be grateful for. So yeah. And I also did my gratitudes this morning. Like I said, I started out, and I've done this on and off but very inconsistently. This is the first time like I've been consistently doing, but like when Dante passed, I have bought this manifestation journal, and I wish I could. I'm gonna pause and go show you, so let me go grab it. All right, so I went to go grab that, but it looks like this. um and it's called a manuscripting journal, and it's basically like a 90-day manifestation journal. And I'll show you like some of the inside parts. But like in the beginning, like it definitely like, so I read this thing all the way through before starting it, and actually like took notes and all that kind of stuff. Because even though I'm not new to manifestation, I was new to the journal, and I just like to, see what's going on. And it's like a lot of things in here before you even get to your manifesting. It's a really good journal. It's expensive, but it is worth it. Like the quality of the journal is actually very, very nice. So you do a couple of things. Like, and it's about a good 20 pages of you answering questions before you even get to what you're gonna manifest. And then once you get to starting your manifestations, you have like a weekly check-in. And then I'm gonna show you, like a page from where it was cool, what I was manifesting. So that's how I kind of started back with my gratefuls. I learned about like, I mean, I always knew about being thankful and having gratitude, but like in a literal sense of like being purposeful in that. Like, so I'm always grateful throughout the day, but being intentional. So I learned that in the hospital about being intentional about it, and church. And but I revisited it in the hospital as an adult. And this journal, when Dante passed, actually helped me realign with that. So it was basically like, so in the mornings you get up, and they talk about how in the mornings you're more perceptive, like I think like gamma rays and all those kind of rays and stuff like that, far as like asking for what you're grateful for. So like it probably shows up backwards, but like it says 3 things I'm grateful for, and I put God, and I put waking up, feeling free, and then I also put my lessons, hard or easy. And then it is 3 things I'm open to receiving: health and wealth, love and healing, and then peaceful mind and fun. So on the 3 things, I put 2 things, so I was cheating. I put 2 things on each line. So then there's a mantra, an area for a mantra or affirmation for the day, and I put I am trusting God. So when people want to know what my religious beliefs are, I always tell people that, like, Christianity will be at my heart because that's what I learned first. However, as I grew up as a young adult and a young child, I started to realize that I did not have to solely go to church just to find God. I could find God in nature. I could find God, in anything, because he made this world. So that's kind of how I look at things and how I view it. I still believe in God. I still believe that Jesus Christ was a real person, and I feel like he died for our sins. I feel like he was a revolutionary. He was a prophet. He was God's son. I believe all that. Where my beliefs start to drift is that I feel like the savior complex for me is where I start to kind of drift from Christianity. I don't believe that, he's coming back to save us in the sense that I think Christians believe. Like, I think his likeliness is in us, and we will be, doing the saving. So, that's just my thoughts. And I respect other people's thoughts as well. I do not argue about religion. Like, I'm not about to argue about religion and what you believe, because none of us really had the true answers. I feel like you do what leads you to God. And, stay in your own lane. Like, I always try to tell people, stay in your own lane. I feel like I'm protected on all realms, like whether it's good or evil. Like, I feel like I have done, different things in life and experienced different things. So, and I even still know my reservations with certain things. So, just stay in your lane, believe what you believe. And like I said, I really don't care for the word tolerance. I get it, but I feel like we should more than tolerate each other. We should agree to disagree. And but we should still have an open mind, right? And just because you have an open mind doesn't mean that you change your beliefs. It means that you try to understand the other person. And when you think of this, you could think about cultural differences. You could have your culture, the way you fry chicken, and that sounds so okay, that's not racist, but I would say, like, I'm still gonna use that thing because, like, I think about this analogy when I think about how during certain wars, like, African American soldiers taught, like, the Korean soldiers how to the Korean people or whatever, how to fry chicken. And the Koreans took it and they put their own twist on it. So now that is their culture and that is the way they fry their chicken. But African Americans are still going to fry their chicken the same way. We can actually, eat that fried chicken and be, content and know that it is slightly different or similarities in there as well. Like, but you can look at that experience the same way as we can look at tolerating humans and their differences. So whether it's religion, whether it's sexuality, whether it's cultural differences, like, we can all, keep our beliefs while still understanding someone else's and respecting someone else's. I feel like if we kind of went to each other with kindness instead of I'm better than you, or the way I'm doing it is the right way. What is that? Yeah, so what is right and wrong when you have so many variations of, what to do? So, yeah, I'm definitely for freedom. I feel like that's what America was supposed to stand for anyway. It never did. Not for my people anyway. So, I mean, maybe it did for a certain group of people, but not for my people. So, and I'm sure that other people of color or different religions can definitely agree that America says it stands for freedom, but it really has some work to do. But I don't know. I just went on that little tangent. Maybe God wanted me to talk to y'all. I do not want to be preaching to people. I always want to just tell my story, but that came out, and sometimes things do come out, and I'll definitely say whoever that's for, you needed to hear it. But I just wanted to share that with you, like, that I did this journal, and that has rewired my brain. That, like, when I wake up today, I had to apologize because I did mess up. Like, so what I have been doing is, before I get on social media, like when you roll out of bed, like, instead of picking my phone up, like, talk to God first. And like, even before I go in there and brush my teeth, wash my face, or shower, like, depending on if I showered last night or what I got to do the next day, like, so I talk to God in my bed, or if I fall asleep on the couch, because sometimes I get in the couch, because that's another thing about grief. Like, sometimes getting in that bed and sleeping by myself don't do it for me. Like, so and then sometimes I just want to stay in the bed, like, so I'll wake up and then roll back over. So I be trying to like just the couch make me get up because it's uncomfortable. Like it's not the bed. So I'll just like, I wake up and I'll tell God what I'm thankful for. And here lately I have, turned 3 gratefuls into like 21. Like I could do that easily now in the morning. Like I could just list off different things that I'm grateful for, and you'll start to see that, it gets easier and easier to do, like to realize things that you're grateful for. It can be as small as like I'll tell God like the birds outside when I wake up, like hearing the birds chirp like brings me joy and happiness, and I tell God thank you, like that's God's creation, like thank you for the birds, thank you for the songs they sing, or their communication. I don't know what you call it, but it sounds so peaceful, and it's just a good vibration. So it can be as small as that, and it can be as big as, thank you that I pay my rent, like, oh, I had the sanity to keep going to this job this day. That's one of the things I used to have to, pray hard. Like before I went to sleep at night, I used to pray like, God, please let me wake up on time so I don't go on this job late. And because it had got to a point where like I was over it. And I knew I was over it, but it was like, what else are you gonna do? And it's like, now I'm thanking God like that I said, forget that job. And sometimes I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth. I cuss sometimes during prayer. I cuss sometimes during prayer. Some people might find it disrespectful, but I find it that God knew what I was gonna say before I said it. And he's still working on me, right? And then also in my brain, I don't look at curse words as bad as other people. I look at curse words as man-made language. Like God didn't make that curse word. Man created this word, and basically all curse words is a supplement for you can't find certain words, or you don't know how to express what you're really thinking. So and yeah, I'm lazy mentally. Like sometimes, like I told you, I exert so much of my mental capacity. Sometimes I don't feel like it. And I grew up around it. And it is a thing that I could change, right? I don't want to. So I feel like, that's just going to be a part of me. That's me. In certain settings, like I said in previous videos, I do code switch. So in certain settings, I know how to, conduct myself. Like if I was to go on a religious platform, I would not curse out of, respect for the people who are religious, and it may offend them. So it's not that I'm not doing it because I feel like I'm going to go to hell for it, is that I'm not going to do it out of respect for other people. However, this is my platform and my soapbox. That's what I like to call it, a soapbox. This is my soapbox, so I'm going to do what I want to do on my soapbox. But like, when in Rome, I will do what Romans do. And so that's just how I see it. I feel like God accepts me for who I am and the things that he want me to. I'm not going to say I'm going to curse forever. Like maybe I'll have another awakening and it'll be like, girl, watch your tongue. and I got to watch my tongue. But I didn't get that message in this awakening. I didn't get that message whatsoever. If anything, he told me to be raw and uncut myself so that other people like myself who are struggling to be authentically themselves and who are struggling with all this trauma and these hardships that he has put on us, because he knows that we can handle it. Like he want me to be transparent and show you what regular everyday people, look like, talk like, think like, and feel like. So that's just another spiel for someone else who, I don't know, needed that. But I don't know. So I might cut this video short because it went so left field. So I might call this like, 100 subscribers or gratitude or something, because this is not what I got on the camera to talk about. So I'll come back and do another video because I don't want any confusion.